I'm joined now by the police spokesperson, K. Makubele, to tell us a little bit more about exactly why the situation is the way that it is and exactly what it is that they plan to ensure that everyone remains safe. Kay, thank you so much for your time. A very stubborn crowd that we see here today. What are the police's plans to ensure that no one gets hurt?
As you see that we are pushing them back by using the rubber bullets because we cannot allow them to block the roads and damage other people's property. And we will try our best and make sure that those people who are residing in the vicinity, they are safe. And what we are calling for is for the police for the people to report to the police if they have problems with some incident, so that those matters can be investigated. But just now, we see they are throwing stone to the police, they are throwing stone to the passing by cars, and that is what we are not going to tolerate. That's why the police are using rubber bullets to push them back from the street and to make sure that the people who are on the street, they are safe.
Of course, Kay, I saw a resident here talking to you saying all that she wants is more police presence in this area. As we know, a lot of gangsterism, a lot of drug usage. What are you now going to do going forward?
As it was outlined, that the visibility will be enforced in the area, and indeed since yesterday we had made sure that the police are along the roads and the police are monitoring the streets and making sure that the community of the area are safe. And we are going to continue to do that, and we are calling for those people who are having grievances to make sure that they go to the relevant authority and speak to them rather than to come and damage other people's properties.
Right. That was the police spokesperson, K. Makubele, who says that since yesterday there's been more police presence in Westbury. I'll ask my colleague Stelo Mkize to just show you, as we continue to see the crowd being even more stubborn. They continue to throw stones at the police. You can see right in front of you an old woman who is holding a rock, and there we go. She's throwing it towards the police. As I've mentioned earlier, you'll see school kids here as well because the schools are currently closed. As you see now, throwing stones at the police, and of course they're using rubber bullets to disperse the crowd. The Nyala is now going in, pushing the crowd backwards, and you'll see just how quickly the crowd disperses. As you can see, quickly dispersing. The scene is now completely clear. That is how quick these protesters are. They were here just a couple of seconds ago. Now the streets are completely empty. But of course, police pushing them backwards because behind us is the main road. And that is where a lot of motorists are in danger because that's where they throw them with stones. And that is also where they attack them. As we've seen a little bit earlier, there was an incident where a motorist was pushed out of their vehicle and some of his belongings were taken. But for now, we'll continue to monitor the situation and we'll update you on any more new developments.
Lopang, is there any indication as to what needs to happen for the community to start pushing back?
Well, the only thing that we've noticed so far is that the community members are afraid of these rubber bullets. As soon as the police start firing rubber bullets and some tear gas, they completely go backwards. And of course, takes them less than a minute to regroup again and come towards the main road, and that's exactly what the police do not want. They do not want them to close the main road. We'll move towards with Stelo as well, and we'll show you how some of the people are just in their backyards and monitoring the situation from their homes. There's a lady here on this side who says she's been hearing rubber bullets ever since she woke up. Of course, no peace in this area so far. And when we spoke to the residents a little bit earlier on, they indicated to us that they will not stop until the police minister comes to visit the area. So what we understand is that they say they will continue protesting. So we are not yet sure as to when they will stop protesting. We do not know how exactly it is that the police will be able to contain the situation, because as it seems as though the protesters have outnumbered the police officers, but they're trying their level best to continue and contain the situation. You see them pulling backwards now, firing more rubber bullets as more stones and glasses are thrown towards them.
Lopang, we've just seen a car driving on the road, although with a bit of difficulty. Has the movement of the people who are not, the residents who are not protesting, has their movement been hampered?
Yes, of course. We saw a little bit earlier on, traffic is being redirected, excuse me for that. Traffic is being directed currently because if protesters move up the main road, that is where the protesters hold them up and that is where they are at danger. So the police have urged motorists to please make a U-turn as soon as they get here. As we'll show you, right now, as you can see there, the police are standing directly at the main road to ensure that they are able to redirect traffic, because we've seen that a number of vehicles have tried passing, but they cannot go further. They cannot go further than where the police are at this moment. You'll see a silver vehicle that are just standing there and watching as their fellow community members continue to throw stones at police and protest in the area.
Lopang, are you safe?
Well, we've had an incident earlier on where they tried to take our equipment and we were assaulted, but we are okay. There's a young gentleman who tried to take our equipment earlier on, but of course we are safe. We have been thrown with stones, but I guess it comes with the job.
We hope you'll come out of this unscathed. Lopang Alamu covering developments in Westbury that will continue to follow as long as this story unfolds. We go back to our conversation about the legalization of